Dana, and today I'm going to be talking to you about everything to do with the OPTI liquid diet. So before I get started, I'm just going to throw up the slide here that outlines everything that we're allowed to have with the OPTI diet on my surgeon's plan. Every surgeon and every different team has a different plan, and this is just the one that I was following. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to explain what my 17 days of my 21-day liquid diet has been like, tips, recipes, that sort of thing to help you get through it. Because to be honest, it's actually been really good for me. I haven't minded it at all. Once I got past the first couple of days, it was totally fine, and I want to pass along my knowledge to you so that hopefully you can have the same experience. And just to prove that I really do like it, this is my favorite one here. It's a chocolate, it's what's left of my dinner, my chocolate peanut butter shake that I make, and I'll just drink a little so you know that it actually is really quite good. Okay, so I'm on the OPTI 900 diet, and that's what the packages look like. That's what they come like. This is the chocolate. I also have vanilla, and I'm not a fan of vanilla, as you know, so that's why I started getting creative with my recipes. So when I'm at home, what I do is I take the 350 milliliters of water, pour that into the blender. I then throw in one of my syrups. I've been crazy about this Torani sugar-free peanut butter syrup, but I also have this Torani sugar-free pumpkin pie, which is nice as well. And then I have a bottle of sugar-free hazelnut Starbucks syrup that I picked up from a local Starbucks, and I just keep that one at work because I find it works both well with the vanilla as well as the chocolate, so it's just a good one for me to have there. So again, when I'm at home, I put in the 350 milliliters of water, I put in a couple of splashes of the syrup, and you'll just have to fuss around with it to decide what tastes best for you. Then I open up the package and I put that on top. And I don't like when the powder goes flying everywhere. So what I do is I take 6 or 7 ice cubes and I place them neatly on top of the powder. So when I put the lid on and I press stir or blend or whatever you do yours on, it only sends the ice cubes up flying. It doesn't make as much of a mess, and then it grinds down. And trust me, you'll know this when you get onto it. The colder you make your shakes, the better your life will be, the better it will taste. But when I'm at work, I make 2 shakes at work and I make 2 shakes when I'm at home. What I use is these things called blender bottles. So what it is, just a regular, you can see, regular cap, right? Regular bottle there. I can't remember how many ounces it is, either 20 or 26, something like that. Just a regular bottle. So I do the same thing. I put the water in, I put the powder in. I don't always have ice at work, so that is not always that nice. I put the syrup in, and then it comes with this little contraption here. This is the blender ball. And it is magical. So what you do is you put everything in here, you drop that in there so you can see it, right? Put the lid on, make sure it's nice and tight. That's one thing you'll definitely learn to pay attention to. And then you shake. And literally within, I don't know, 40 seconds worth of shaking, you have your, it's all done, it's all good to go. And I personally, leave this in while I drink the shake, but immediately after drinking the shake, I go and rinse the bottle and the ball off, just because, as you'll know, protein shakes tend to get a little, well, they stick and they go funky pretty quickly, right? So the other things that I'm allowed to have while I'm on my OPTI diet are sugar-free popsicles, which I make myself. So this is what they'll look like when they're done. The color's not really coming through. They're much pinker and purpler, and they're much nicer. Let me see. And I just picked these up from the dollar store. I picked up 2 of them. So what I do is, so I have the mold. I squirt a little bit of one or two. I like to mix the flavors of the water enhancers. So I have Mio, I have Dasani drops, I have the Nesfruta drops, the Crystal Light ones, and this is like the Walmart brand, the Great Value ones. And so what I do is I just find a combination of flavors that I enjoy, and I mix those up. I give 1 or 2 squirts into each of the tiny things. You can see they're not that big. Like here's my hand, you know, versus how big they are. So about the size of your finger, right? They're not, you know, they're not crazy big. But honestly, they do help, and they help with that chewing because you don't get to chew. So it's nice to have something to chew. And then I top it off with water, throw it in the freezer. It usually takes about 3.5 hours, and I have an amazing treat. And I also like something a little sour, especially you'll find that the OPTI is very sweet. And so I like to put like a shot of the mango peach or of the lemonade, something that's a little tangier, a little sour, because it gives you a difference, and you get to crunch, which is nice. And then the last thing I'm allowed to have are the sugar-free jellos. So when I first started this journey, I purchased every single flavor of sugar-free jello that was available. I tried them all, and I came to find that in the end I really only liked the cherry. So I just stuck with cherry, and what I did was I'd also mix in some of the, right there, the mango peach Mio. I would mix that in when I was when I was mixing the warm and the cold water to make the sugar-free jello. I also put a couple of the squirts of the Mio in, and it gives it a little bit of different flavor. So I have half my jello regular and half with a little bit of Mio, and it doesn't add any sugar or anything, and that's great. So that's basically what I've been doing to get through. Oh, I forgot actually. I did find that, you know, eating the jello, the popsicles, you know, the syrups, the artificial everything, sometimes I did just get a craving where I just wanted food, you know. I just wanted chicken or a burger or something. Like I kind of missed that food taste. So that's where the broths came really in handy. This is the one I like the best. I got it from Costco. It's home goodness organic chicken broth, and we had very stringent nutritional requirements for our diet at my hospital. So this is what it was. It's for 2/3 of a cup. It's only 5 calories, 330 milligrams of sodium, 1 gram of protein. So it's not really contributing to your protein, but there's no carbs, and that's the most important thing. So less than 10 calories per serving and no carbs, which is great. And I would have that. I don't have it as much anymore, to be honest, but I really used it as a crutch in the beginning stages. I'd say in the first week, I probably went through 1 or 2 of those. But since then, I haven't really had it. I haven't had as much of a need for food. I've just gotten used to the liquid diet phase. So yeah, I think that's everything that I wanted to tell you guys about today. I guess I'll have to put up, I'm going to make another video very soon, maybe tomorrow, about the different epiphanies and emotions and stuff I've been going through. But I wanted to make this one really focused on the recipes and helping you guys, you know, how you get through a day on the OPTI diet. And to be honest, I've gotten through relatively easily, and I think that, you know, the more you stick to the diet, and if you don't cheat, the easier it's going to be when you're post-op, when you're trying to make those same healthy decisions. So please leave a comment if you know you have any more questions about any of the recipes, or you know any of my opinions on the different kind of drops you can put in, or the best way to make the popsicles or anything. Let me know, and I will get back to you. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.